Hi guys, welcome back to Freakshow's Forgotten Films, the series in which I watch all the movies in my collection that I've bought and never watch by drawing them out of this little coffin. So with that said, we're just going to rattle the bones and see what we're watching today. Hoping for a good one. I'm going to be needing some caffeine. It is early, yet again. Alright. Open this up. Ooh, I just got a text. Alright, we have our victim. I'll have to say, because like these never end well for me. We get a seldom. Okay. Now this one, I think I remember. This is like a spoopy ghosty one. It's called The Abandoned. So I think I know exactly where that's to. It's not a multi-pack. It is a single DVD. So I'll be right back with the movie. What else would I be getting? Okay, we have the DVD. Alright, so, The Abandoned. It reads as follows. It's from 2007. Wow, that was... Since then, that's about, 13, 14 years ago. Holy shit. Wow. So it reads, an American woman searching for her birth parents learns she has inherited a house in the middle of a forest in a remote area of Russia. It is the house where she was born. Abandoned and uninhabited for 40 years, it stands in total disrepair and neglect. Been there. The house, not myself. To be fair, I'm in total disrepair and neglect as well. Anyway, there she meets a mysterious man claiming to be her twin brother, and together they find that the house holds dangerous secrets to the past that they don't even remember. They are forced to relive a series of horrifying events and shocking murders that occurred just after they were born in the place where they were supposed to die. Interesting. It says here, a macabre fever dream. In the front it says, death never runs out of time. Who's in it? I don't know. I cannot read it. I don't think there's anybody in it that I know. But anyway, how long is this? 96 minutes? No, 98 minutes. So let's go ahead and watch this, and I will see you in 98 minutes and let you know what I thought. Alright, so we're back, and that was pretty cool. I'm going to get the ratings out of the way. IMDb gave it a 5.5 out of 10. Tomato meter is at 38% with an audience score of 42%. Very fair. I'm going to give this probably a 7.5. This was spooky. For one thing, I didn't realize, I don't even know if it says so on the case, but I didn't realize it was one of the 8 films to die for the After Dark Horror Fest. I absolutely love those movies. I have a bunch of them. So yeah, and it makes sense for it to be in there. It's spooky. This is a spooky one. This has a lot of really cool concepts going on. For one thing, it's set in Russia, so I turned on the subtitles, but honestly, you don't need them. There's a few, minor, few-minute parts that are in Russian, and they're not subtitled anyway. It doesn't really matter what they're saying, you get the gist of it. It's just basically the locals that are talking. The main characters all do speak English. However, with thick accents, I turn on subtitles anyway, because I have a little bit of a processing issues. It's a thing. I like subtitles anyway, I turn them on most of the time. So, yeah, you can watch this without subtitles, no problem. Some really good concepts in this, some really cool stuff. This is like a spooky ghost movie, but not quite. There are doppelgangers in it. I don't know much about Russian folklore, so I don't know if it actually is true Russian folklore, but apparently if you see your doppelganger, that means it's time to die. And your doppelganger is not like a spirit, and it's not a person. It's they almost look like zombies. They look like you just after you died. So there's 2 main characters in this. There's Marie and Nikolai, and they're twins, but long lost twins. They don't know each other exist. So in the beginning, this woman drives up to this farmhouse who is on the bridge of death, and she has these 2 babies, okay? So she dies. She's all full of stab wounds. She dies, and the babies go into, like, the adoption, right? They get adopted. 40 years later, the girl baby, who's Marie now, finally finds her mom. Like, finds out who her real parents were, and she goes back to Russia, where she's from. These babies were in Russia. She goes back to Russia and realizes that the house that her parents lived in is now hers. So she goes back there, but there's already somebody there. And this is Nikolai, which is her twin brother. And he has done the exact same thing. And it's a day or so before their 40th birthday. Or, yeah, whatever. 42nd birthday, I don't know. It's their birthday. That's all that's important. So what happens is they see themselves, but he sees himself, these are not ghosts. Like, they touch them, like, they bump into them and stuff. Like, they are real, they're there. But his is all mangled and torn up, and hers is wet. Like, she's drowned. And she makes a point of saying that she can't swim. So, yeah, obviously she drowns. He shoots his in the leg, because they're scared of these things, they're gonna kill them. He shoots his in the leg. Nothing happens to the doppelganger, but his own leg gets shot. And he literally, there's a scene of him, like, getting the bullet out and everything. It's really cringy. So yeah, anything to do to the doppelgangers happens to themselves. So they can't really fight. They can't fight these things. They just have to hide from them. But they have this theory that they can't hurt them until their birthday, because they're waiting for something. So it's it's almost like a fate thing, because they were supposed to die that same night that their mother died when they were infants. They were supposed to die on their birthday. But they were rescued by their mother, because their mother wasn't quite dead and whatever. Their dad is the one that is killing them. So they were supposed to die. So this is like a fate thing. So they've come back to the farmhouse to die. There's a lot of complication there that I'm just gonna leave. Actually, I think you should watch this if you like spooky movies. It gets a little, it goes off the rails in the 3rd act, as many of these do, but the first couple acts, if you like things like A24 movies and stuff that are nice and slow builds, this one's nice and slow, and it keeps you just out of the loop enough to be like, okay, what's gonna happen now? I don't know you don't know what's gonna happen, right? So it was really interesting, a really interesting movie. I like the fact that the doppelgangers or death omens or whatever you want to call them are in this. There's some really cool sequences, like when the clock strikes midnight and it's their birthday, the old dilapidated house, because this is like 40 years this place has been abandoned, just starts transforming back to what it was in 1966. So like stuff just starts moving around. It's cool. It's obviously, like, you watch enough movies, you know how it's filmed. It's filmed in reverse, like stuff falling down is going back up on the shelves, stuff, right? And then you get the whole sequence of that night, which is fucked up. I'm not 100% sure why he's killing his wife and kids. I think, again, it's to do with fate. This whole movie has to do with fate. And this family is meant to die in this house, this whole family. Like, and the dad kills the wife, but that's off screen. Then he takes the infants, these 2 little babas, and he kills them, or he tries to kill them, and this you see. So if you're not okay with babies being in danger, like literal, I'm guessing this is their first birthday since, you know, this is meant to be on their birthday or whatever. They're infants, they're tiny little things. And he's drowning one, and the other one's getting eaten alive by pigs. Like, these, if you don't like seeing babies in danger, maybe hold off on that part. But, yeah. There's a scene later on with the actual adult Nikolai and the pigs too. It's a bit, yeah. But the gore is really good in this. There's not much gore. Obviously the babies are not gory. They didn't really gore up the babies too much, but like, you know what's going on, okay? And you do see the babies getting eaten, but the pigs attacking the baby and the baby getting drowned and stuff. It's a lot, but they get saved. But yeah, it's a really cool movie. I thought it was really cool. The gore that's in it is very cringy and very good. It's good gore. There's like dream sequences or one dream sequence or something with some pretty cool purple and green lighting, and I like some purple. I like lighting, okay? Lighting is cool. I don't have much more to say because I don't want to spoil too much about it. It's actually a pretty good movie, which I'm not surprised because the 8 films to die for are low budget movies, but I kind of love pretty much all of them. I think they do a great job. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna film maybe another one of these, but I am going to change my clothes because I'm putting way too much trust in this teeny tiny little ribbon here, and she living on a prayer. And I didn't realize this until like until now. So yeah, I'm just gonna go change this shirt. This yeah. This needs an undershirt at least. This is a bit much. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. And then we're gonna film another one of these. And then I might film another one, or I might film later on the week for Friday's video. I don't know yet. I don't know. I wing this shit. So yeah. Watch this movie if you like spooky movies. Did I say I gave it a 7.5? Because I give it a 7.5. This was pretty cool. This was a cool movie. And I will see you guys in the next video.